Brewsing Banner Podcast. Brewsing Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brewsing Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend. Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brewsing Bash.
Keep the back walking.
It's crazy riding that struggle bus.
What up? Welcome to Brewsing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' in the brew. Happy to fuel. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, yo?
Hi, everybody.
This is
Struggle.
This is episode 226 of Brewsing Banter Podcast, and we are a night back from our 5-year anniversary party, and I think you can hear it in my voice. My voice is struggling. Everything is struggling. The equipment is struggling. The network
I can feel it in my soul, like it hurts.
The network is struggling. Everything is struggling. Everybody say, oh, hold on, brother. You working too hard. But we are here again for 220 seconds. I enjoyed the night. The night was cool. I appreciate everybody who came out and celebrated with us. I definitely appreciate it. It's a good time. Shout out to all the brewers that allowed us to pour their beer. Shout out to Belfont for hosting, Rhett Law for providing the vibes. Just everybody. Thank you for Liquid Intrusion, Black Viking, Soul Mega, and Mac Brewing for coming through, and the Melanated Matchmakers for coming as well and supporting us. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone. Autumn March came out as well. So thank you for Dan and Justin. All right. Well, we're going to get into the show because we actually do have one of those brewers that actually came out last night, or Saturday, I should say, depending on when you listen to this podcast, Saturday, November 11th. That came out. So we want to...
If you missed it, you better catch the next one.
There it is. So without further ado, we want to bring in Drew and Jasmine of Liquid Intrusion to the podcast. Let me give them... Better than late than never. I got y'all in. I was struggling over here. The technology wasn't working with me, but I'm glad y'all could be here. So thank you for coming.
Yes,
technology guys are obviously watching football as well, so we're not doing something right.
It was a long night. It was great. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
I'm glad that you guys made it home safe.
Yes.
Yeah. We got home at 1:15 yesterday.
Yeah.
Blast the music, got the window cracked, just making sure we're good. But yeah, we made it home safe. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Rob, you're safe. Yoda, you're safe. Lou, you safe? Oh, Lou didn't make it.
Man. Shout out to Lou.
Everybody, Lou did make it. He had some other things to do, but he made it. He was on earlier. So shout out to Lou Belgium, man.
Shout out to Lou Belgium.
That's funny.
That's my one. That's my only one. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, he came to finish something there.
But this is Lipco's second time on. So welcome back, guys. It's
hey,
welcome back.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate being back on. This is awesome. We're avid listeners. We appreciate everything that you guys do for the community. For the listeners out there, especially for the craft beer world, being black and craft, all that jazz. So thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
And I want to thank y'all both for coming out on 11/11 to celebrate our 5th year anniversary. It was definitely appreciated for sure.
It was a legendary time. Yes.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
I think the liquid prevailed and all that good stuff.
Definitely prevailed.
Yeah, definitely did.
Can attest to that.
I was talking to somebody at the event, and I can't remember who it was. You know what? It might have been Dan from Autumn March, and he was talking about how much he liked you, how much he liked you. And I was like, yo, one thing that I can tell you, if they can't do nothing, they can promote. They the world.
We're going to promote.
We're going to promote. We appreciate it. You know, we had a great conversation with them because we were just working on some things, and when you all had your collaboration with them, you know, we were just talking about the timeline from there to where we are now, and we're actually pretty shocked because like he's paying attention to us as well. He's asking questions like things I wouldn't expect him to say. So I'm like, oh crap, like you watching us, like that's pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we were just catching up. We were planning on trying to do a collaboration last year. Well, this year, the year that we're in. It was a long time.
The year that we're in.
But it's almost over. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, okay, I got you. Understood.
With that, so we were supposed to have a collaboration. We both missed emails and all that stuff, so we were catching up on that. And then hearing that they're going to be celebrating their 5-year anniversary, so we're trying to see if we can make something happen with that. I think it's in the works, and it'll be something super dope. And the biggest thing is like we want to support those that support people that we support. So like for them to do a collaboration with you guys, and then them wanting to branch out, it shows that they're willing to be allies, which is really cool. And then also trying to bring the Mid-Atlantic together, right? And that's the biggest thing. So I think it's really dope.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking about anniversaries, y'all just celebrated your 1-year anniversary in September. Is that correct?
Yep, September 22nd. That was the first day that we had the African Seven Seas IPA can, and that was the day that we scored our very first account. So, yeah, a lot has happened in 365 days. So I can't wait for the next. Well, it's going to be 366 because it's going to be a leap year. Yeah. 2024 is a leap year.
Okay. September 22nd is a good day. That's my baby's birthday.
Hey.
There we go.
She ain't no baby girl now. She's 15, but
she'll always be your baby girl.
True. So in the 360, well, I guess not even just the 3, but since the time that you've been on the podcast, I don't remember the episode number, but so what has happened? What is new for Lipco?
So I can definitely. Oh, go ahead.
What did everybody miss? Did we miss anything?
Well, not necessarily miss. So we actually just upgraded our warehouse. We went from a roughly about 100 square foot storage unit now to 1,000-foot warehouse. So we'll be able to bring in more product that will hit the market. We'll be able to hopefully release our number 3 of our core 4 in Q1 of 2024. And now the possibilities are endless. We'll also be able to upgrade our license that will open more doors for us as well.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Absolutely. That's
nice. So when you when you say upgrade your license to open up more doors, what's that really mean though?
So with us, currently we're contract brewing, right? But with contract brewing, you kind of fit underneath the umbrella of your contract brewery.
Right.
So your brand is an extension of them, and every fashion of everything that you're doing business-wise behind the scenes trickles down to us. With that, we'll be able to apply for our Class 5 brewer's license in the state of Maryland, and then also get our wholesaler's license. So from there, we can control our own brand and our own destiny. So in the eyes of the state, we don't look like we're an extension of our contract.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Standing on our own.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with that, we can control complete control of everything. And then when it gets to the point when we find our brick and mortar, it's just a transfer versus applying for a whole new license.
Okay. All right. So the plan is still to do brick and mortar, or
so
brick and mortar?
with that being said,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, so the
I
plan
don't
is
know what
still
Rob
doing.
said. I was going to say something.
Still plan to do the brick and mortar, and not just distribution. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the brick and mortar, the plan is it could be a year, it could be 2, it could be 3. It's just right now we're trying to find the perfect spot that works best for us, and also works best for neighbors. That's the biggest thing. Noise ordinance is a big thing down here. But then from there, with our facility, we want to be a production facility first, because we don't want to pull out of distribution. We want to maintain and grow it as well too. Doing that brings profit margins back to us as well too, with contract brewing. But you got to do what you got to do. But we want to make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing with a tap room, so the community can come out and we can host events and do things of that nature as well too. But our bread and butter has been self-distribution, distro. So why would we pull out of that when we get a brick and mortar? So we want to continue that, grow it, and then also try to help incubate other small breweries as well too, because we understand where we came from.
Okay.
So we want to give back to any and everybody that wants to start their own brewery. We want to be able to hand them the tools or the Bible, if you want to say, and go from there. But the biggest thing is just making sure we find the right space, but also while we're currently in our space right now, 1,000 square feet, we can grow our business than what we were doing in year 1.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay. That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. But I was wondering, like, when you guys say that you'll still be looking for a brick and mortar and you upgrade your licenses. So even though you're not, when you upgrade your license, you're not under that umbrella of the of whoever y'all are. I don't even know the location y'all brew at, but whoever they are. But if you're not under them, can you still brew with at that same place?
Yeah. So we contract brew underneath Oliver in Baltimore.
Okay.
So with that, there's a lot of brands that contract brew via Oliver, and the biggest thing that Oliver deals with is storage, right? So all these brands, I can't warehouse them all. Something's got to go. So we realized that, and we wanted to make sure, like, we live in Prince George's County. That's about an hour and 30-minute drive to Baltimore to go pick up product to bring it back down for our delivery. So that just delays the day. So it's not time conducive and all that stuff and efficient. So we want to make sure that we warehouse it close to us, and also it's a warehouse in Prince George's County. And then it helps them out a lot, because they know when our stuff is canned and kegged, we're getting it out.
Take it out of there. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. Man, this business is crazy. Every time that's why I ask so much that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets that way, and like it's crazy because it goes from county to county, state to state.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that, like the things that we're doing, like Sean with Black Viking in Montgomery County, polar opposites. Like I don't know what his situation is, but I know that county is way different than what our county is.
One thing we do know about him is that he didn't show up to the anniversary event. So I'll go ahead and call him out on that one. So I don't know what's going on in that county either, that he couldn't make it.
Yeah.
With that,
but his beer made it. So
what we will say is that we look out for our DMV collective. When someone's down and out, we're going to help. He called me saying, hey, unfortunately, I got something going on. Can you help me out? Can you get my liquid up there? No problem. We have no problem doing that. And that's the cool thing about the DMV collective. And then now we're trying to spread that love to the Mid-Atlantic. So we'll be here for any and everybody. And that's what it is. And that's what the industry is. Like we see that. Brewers and breweries are willing to help out. No questions asked. Because the biggest thing is, like, if I didn't do that, then those that were expecting his liquid to try for the first time, they'd be pissed off. And I don't want that. His liquid is really good. It's phenomenal. So like, why rob people of that?
Right, because they've probably been pissed off at us.
You know what I mean? And it becomes a
trickle down effect.
So we got to help each other.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Now,
Shout out to Sean, even though he couldn't make it.
Yeah. Now you mentioned that you plan to bring your third of your core 4 to market on the first quarter of 2024. I don't know. Did you already tell us what the third core beer? You might have told us before.
Even if you did, tell us again.
Oh yeah, we can definitely tell you all again. So that will be our 7% lemongrass saison. Going to pretty much stretch our wings on doing styles that you don't see as often in some breweries. Of course, you'll still see saisons and other Belgian styles, farmhouse ales. However, just trying to show our range. Again, catering to, we have the South of DC cream ale, 5%. Going up the mountain, we have our African Queen of Her Seven Seas IPA at 6%. Now we're going to climb the mountain again, have our 7% lemongrass saison.
I was going to say, whoa.
When did it turn into 11? I didn't get that memo.
Not yet. It's coming. But again, just showing our range and catering to those that are looking for those more funkier styles too.
Yeah, definitely want to show, our friends across the pond, French and the Belgian, these inspired styles. We value them, we like them, and we want to show that we can brew them too.
I was going to say 11%ers. Y'all snapping over there. But
so what is this, Mac Brewing Company?
Woo, we ain't going to talk about that. I think that's why I got a headache right now.
Oh, he's gonna lay it on you all the time.
He was putting it on us, man.
Every time. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's a good drink, but sheesh, it's when you drinking that ABV so high, you like, damn, I gotta slow down. But it's good.
Yeah, man, he come out there with that basketball jersey. I'm like, yo, I don't want to guard him, dog. Like, coach, take me out the game.
I don't want to guard.
Nah, I'm good.
But y'all would do something that high, 11%.
We do. We
actually have a 12% winter ale. 12%. That'll be a seasonal. Yes.
Yeah. Back in the day, before me and Jasmine got married, I was a little bit of a gambler. She was like, "Hey, we're trying to save for a wedding. Can you not, throw it down the drain, please?"
First of all, hold on before you go any further. The deep breath that she just took when you said that.
You must have been a gambler.
Everyone has a dark past, I guess.
I love the casino, multiple fantasy teams dropping big money on them. So usually like you have like 4 or 5 and like, all right, I got one big money, some chump change, a couple ones that are for free. No, all 5 are big money. And then I got like 10. The rest of them are like, moderate and all that stuff. Like it was just, I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was passive income. So with that, she was like, "Hey, hone it in a little bit. We're trying to get married. Let's not, lose all this cash." Okay, cool. But when we started brewing our seasonals, I wanted to kind of like pay homage to poker and all that stuff. So we got a apple, cinnamon, and ginger 12% winter ale called Flop Turn River.
Okay.
Man, that sounds great.
Yeah, a gambler, so I don't know what that means at all.
So when are we gonna experience that?
Well, that won't come until the brick and mortar comes. So core 4, right? Cream ale, African Queen or 7 Seas, lemongrass saison, plum basil farmhouse ale. Plum basil is 9. That should be coming out if our plan is on key and we don't have any hiccups or anything like that. We're looking for summer of next year for that to drop. Excuse me. And then seasonals won't release until the brick and mortar comes. The rarity one-offs won't happen until the brick and mortar comes, but we will still continue to do collaborations and things of that nature.
Right.
No. The plum basil was like one of the first ones that didn't hit the market, but that was one of your first beers that were circulating. That's right. Okay.
So all 4 were the ones that we were pretty much doing like our sticker sales with,
right,
and all that stuff. For anybody that's new that's listening, when we first started this thing, before we got the contract brewing, we would sell a sticker. You buy the sticker, you get a sticker, you get a comic book as well too. You get a mixed 4-pack of the core 4, so you get 1 liquid of each, and then you get a lifetime discount code of 10% as well. And we sold as as many stickers as possible to be able to afford our first contract batch. So,
Nice.
you know, we went from the trunk to never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. So we did that and now, you know, everything that we've done in our first year, we've just taken profits and invested it back into the business.
Nice.
So, you know, I'm working part-time. Jasmine's still working her full-time job, but we're still getting things done to the point where we've got ourselves reached to 70 accounts, good mix between on-premise and off-premise, and then just reinvesting in batches to make sure that we're holding our draft lines and going from there, because some accounts have us on happy hour, and, you know, we can't afford to be too inconsistent with our batches releasing. Like, we have to have them come out on a schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, so you mean to tell me you was in the sticker business first?
Hustling these stickers, my guy.
Yo, everything in DC is like that. Even like in that area, like when you go to the dispensaries, you getting a sticker, or you buying the bag and then you get a gift.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't forget your gift. That's
One of them is you get a workout plan.
A workout plan.
Yes.
That's a new one.
You go in there. It looks like a gym. And what happens is that you get and it's black owned. So I'll mention the name. It's a Hidden Gym. It's in DC, but they are black owned, and you go in there. It's a gym. They take you through a locker room and everything, and then they give you a workout plan. And the workout plan comes with gifts.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for recovery.
Black owned, woman owned.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds cool.
That's dope.
It is. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. It's decent. Like the whole locker room thing is just crazy. You don't even
call a gym in this Joker.
But you don't even know. Like you don't even see the store at first. When they first open the door, all you see is just lockers, and then they take you through there, and then you get to the store. It's dope.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, see that?
No, I'm always curious to know. Like, I know it's mostly in the DMV area, but where exactly? Like, if you were like you were saying, you got some taps there on happy hour stuff. So where exactly can you actually get Liquid Intrusion on tap in the DMV area, especially for people who were like, oh, I want to try it. I didn't know you can get it there.
On tap, let's see, going down to Baltimore, you have Max's Tap House in Fells Point.
Yep.
You also will get, trying to think off the top of my head, in Frederick Social, they're actually a self-pour beer bar, which is pretty cool. You get a card, they load it, of course, with information, put the card up on the tap, and then pour as much liquid as you like.
Lighthouse Canton, which is more so of a beer, wine, liquor store, but it's a dope feel because they got like 3 bars in there. So one of bar is for beer, one's for whiskey, the other one's for wine.
That's cool.
And then you can purchase like singles of like 16-ounce craft beers and consume them on the premises. They got a patio as well too. They support us pretty hard. We'll be rotated on draft there a lot. Good 6-0 account. Soon come, as Jasmine would say. Cindy Lou's Fish House, which is a part of the Canopy Hotel, was literally right down there on the water in Ann Arbor. Super beautiful. We advertised them a while ago, but we were just only in cans. We're now about to transition on draft there as well too. So that's pretty awesome. Then trickling on down the state,
we have Frisco's Tap House. They rotate us on pretty frequently there as well. That's in the Crofton Gambrills area.
And then you have World of Beer as well too. Yeah. So 3 of the 4 that are in the state. So that's Towson, Rockville, and Bethesda. We're on happy hour there. Both of our liquids, so the Cream Ale and the African Queen of her 7 Cs, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 p.m.
There you go.
$5 pours.
Either.
And then from there, their 4th location, which is in Owens Mills, we're rotated on draft there.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Coming down to the Brass Tap National Harbor, which is also Black husband and wife owned. We are on on tap with both of our liquids as well, National Harbor. And then if you come even further down to our neck of the woods in the Green Turtle and Brandywine, which is literally right across the highway from us, we're on tap there as well as cans. And then let's see, going further down, we have the Green Turtle in California, which is in St. Mary's County, as well as the Brass Tap in California. We're on tap for both of those locations.
Nice.
Yeah, on draft in downtown Annapolis at Federal House.
Okay.
They rotate our draft line in between the cream ale and the IPA.
And then last but certainly not least, we have Metro Bar in DC. We're in their main bar as well as their decommissioned rail car that they've transformed into a bar. We're on draft there as well.
Okay, so so if you were in Maryland, there's no you got no excuse. You can go and definitely.
Yeah.
Right, God, dog. It was like sheesh.
now with that, every account that we've spelled out for y'all, surrounding them with like anywhere from 3 to 4 beer and wine stores. So if you're near those areas, there's somewhere where you can pick up a 6-pack to go as well too.
Dang, is that on purpose? Did y'all look for that? Damn, see, dang.
That was a tactic going in. And then now, since we've upgraded the warehouse and we can bring on more inventory, now we can expand on what we already have.
Right.
So there was a target list for wave 1. There were some spots that we may have missed, and in order to get into them, we wanted to be able to maintain them. So they made it to, list number 2, and we're currently attacking that now.
So is that Elkton area?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I can get to Elkton.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I'm only
right.
in Baltimore, DC, like once a year.
Yeah. And a lot of it, like it helps us dictate because we self-distribute, right?
Right.
Some folks do, some folks don't. The biggest thing that I can say between self-distro and actual distribution is 30% of your margins is being taken away.
Right.
Just can't shake it. There's nothing underneath 30%. Some are a little bit more higher, but 30% is usually the rule of thumb. For us, with my background, used to work for distributors and stuff like that. This is second nature to me. So like getting this big spread, traveling all the time and all that stuff, perfectly fine with it. And it allows us to hold on to our 30%,
right,
so we can get a warehouse, so we can expand our inventory, so we can release new liquids to the market and go from there. And from there, it also helps with the account because they actually see us. They don't see a distributor rep, and that although that's a very good plus for you because you have multiple reps that are pushing your beer, but some folks don't really get to see the owner of the brewery, until it's time to do a tasting or something along those lines. So we have those relationships. We understand our account's needs and wants, and we want to be there to supply those personally and go from there.
So how big do you get to when you switch to a distributor? Like
probably when you're trying to cross those state lines.
Right.
We will want to hold on to self-distribution, at least in the DMV area for as long as we can. Now, if we're talking about getting up to Delaware, Pennsylvania, Ohio, to the Carolinas, maybe even Virginia. Virginia's kind of a wild case as well. But when we're trying to reach a little further out, then we will probably definitely enlist in the services of a distributor.
And then for us, when the brick and mortar comes, we will still grow self-distro. Like, of course, I would love to still be on the street, but then, me and Jasmine have the operation to worry about. So we would in turn bring on employees.
Right.
And that's creative. Saying like that's
but still be doing self-distro. You guys just have kind of like your own distro company.
Indeed.
Exactly.
So we'll be, looking for employees, creating jobs, things of that nature. Just like delivery trucks, sales reps, things of that nature.
They out here trying to keep their masters.
It's a thing. Because the one thing I will say with distributors, they do lift a lot of the weight off as far as the literal heavy lifting of deliveries. However, sometimes they're not able to deliver the passion behind your story when you're trying to sell your product in, or even when you're getting placements for those reps, they may not put you in certain places that you want to be because they're just trying to meet their sales goals and incentives for the month. So this allows us to have more control over our brand and our story, and to drive for those placements that we're really looking forward to.
And then when it comes to, so just say like the DMV, if we're growing in DC and Maryland specifically, we have these relationships. We're going out and getting these accounts ourselves without the help of somebody else.
Right.
Because usually larger accounts, that's how you kind of bridge that gap a little bit. And if we're cutting out the middleman on that meat, then we're already in there. That would in turn make us more attractive to a distributor to reach out to us versus us reaching out to them.
Right. That's true. That's true.
No, I'm curious. So I know you were talking about like being like I guess helping the community and stuff like that. So with the larger space, do you also take on other people and like almost become a distributor? Like or is that in the plan as well, or once you take on other people, you're not a self-distributor no more?
Yeah, I mean, possibly not. I mean, I can offer you space, right, but I'm not going to sell it.
Gotcha.
That's just not what I want to do. My biggest thing is that I don't want to control anybody else's brand.
Gotcha.
Right.
I want to help you so you can control your brand, help you get to the things that you want to do, give you the information that you need to get to said account. Like, oh, I'm the only Black-owned brewery on Happy Hour. I want you to be on Happy Hour as well too. You want that contact, you want that meat, I'll set that up for you.
Gotcha.
But I'm not selling your product for you.
So if I'm like where you guys started at with 100 square foot, or if I don't have access to the 100 square foot storage unit, right? Would I be able to contact y'all with your 1,000 square foot and say, hey, I only need about this much to store it. I only have a little amount of beer that needs to be stored. Can I store it here?
We'll sit down. We'll talk about it. You know, like, hey, we'll come up with a plan. You know, saying like, hey, this is how much we'll charge you for X amount of space. You know, and then you come in freely. We'll get you a key, all that stuff. And if you need help, you're caught in a bind because you're out in the market and you're doing something like, hey, I need this rotated, or I got somebody coming to pick this up. Can somebody be there? Yeah, we can make that happen. That's not a problem.
All right.
Yeah, that's dope.
Unity in the community.
And then, yeah, and then if you wanted to do it yourself, I will give you the name and number of our contact at our first storage facility. I'll give you the unit number because it's still open right now. And we'll tell you, like, I'll come down and set it up for you and show you what we did in our space and how we rotated and got things in and out. And then when you're ready to jump up to the current space that we're in, go from there.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
And not to make a joke, I guess that was kind of like the funny part, because you can't pull up to Brewsing Bash podcast without drinking a beer. So, RIP, but we're drinking the last little bit of Anchor steam, just, anchoring ourselves in the community, getting grounded.
Ahoy, matey!
All right.
Y'all expect that out of me.
Yeah.
Y'all expect that out of me.
Yeah.
She was like,
Drew must have wrote it down somewhere. Say this, baby. Here. I'll let you have this one.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I'm telling you, I'm proud. I'm proud. Boy, I'm proud. That's my wife. You understand? My wife.
You're doing good, Drew. You're doing good.
That was solid. It was a good connection. I mean, it worked perfectly. So A+ for Jasmine.
Yo, my voice is tore up, y'all. Like, what happened last night? I am jacked up.
So this is us, like, after events. Like, we really let the hair down. Like, my knees hurt right now. It's just like one of those things. So it's like, dang. But yeah, man, that was good.
Yo.
But no, the event last night, legendary. To anybody listening right now, if you didn't attend, shame on you.
Right.
You're going to be there.
Make them jealous.
For the next go round, because it was a legendary time.
Yeah, because
we took a picture of my knees. My knees was giving out in that picture that we took.
He had to call Megan afterwards.
Yeah.
They were shaking. I was like, oh shit, hurry up, please.
Help that man up.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then also another thing I would recommend, if you plan on attending, get there early, because kegs do kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yes.
We like to hear about
That was-
kegs.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so
we're-
many
we're-
people appreciated the fact that there were black-owned companies available to drink. Like it was so many people that was just like, the one guy told me that his wife said, "Listen, all those white companies that you support, boy, you better go to this thing."
Oh yeah,
got the same story.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
yeah. There were
I
two
was
guys
like,
that came
nice.
the same day because of that. And probably the same people. The guy came up and said, "Hey," or he said, "I need to go," and they paid. They came and paid at the door. So that shout out to them for coming through. Well, shout out to everybody. Everybody, it was good, and we do plan to throw similar things in the near future. I don't know how near in the future, but close enough to here.
Yeah, close enough. We'll try to, because I feel like it needs to be spread out to other locations too, not just Belfont.
Yeah.
So even if it's not a 5-year anniversary, that situation still needs to happen.
Oh,
And,
Yeah,
It's
I mean, like you guys are already kind of spreading, right? Like you did a collaboration with Autumn March, which was dope. Now you're at Belfont, so it's like just go all the way around.
Yeah.
What's that? Midnight Run, Midnight Oil,
Midnight Oil.
Midnight Oil.
Midnight
You know
Oil.
what I'm saying? So shameless plug. Love you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
where you can.
Yeah. It definitely is the plan. We do have. I mean, it is Brewsing Bash. I mean, what, Brewsing Bash 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
Or hey, we
And
we
then
can
next
call
thing you
Sam.
know,
We can call Sam.
and then next,
Yeah.
sure
You
can.
know, like, hey, Dogfish, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, it's outside.
Yeah.
We outside.
Yeah.
We out here doing it in the summertime out there. So
Brewsing Bash and Podcast presents We Outside.
Yeah.
that's the name.
We outside. Hey, I like it.
You better write this
Why
down.
not?
You better write this down.
It's recorded. We got to record it.
Look, that's the benefit of the record, because when y'all was telling me all them spots that the beer was in, because I'm at least in DC and Baltimore, maybe at least. I go like every couple months, me and my wife will go. And so I'm going to pull up to some of those spots. But I'm glad it was recorded, because that's the only way I'm going to find them, is to go back and listen, because it ain't like I wrote them down.
Well, hit us up. Let us know when you coming down. We'll drive up. We'll meet you.
Okay. I
and
will
then,
do.
like, there's some other little hidden gems that are out there. We forgot to talk about Fade and Sonnen.
Oh, Fade and Sonnen, yeah.
Fade and Sonnen is actually a wine bar in the heart of like East Baltimore. But dope, quaint. They have like a Peruvian chicken spot on the opposite side of the courtyard, but they have like the draft list is super eclectic, like small scale, up and coming breweries. They have nothing that's like remotely large, like not even craft wise, right? So like they don't even carry other half.
Very hyper local.
So hyper local, like, and very like boutique, and it's a really, really good draft list.
Okay.
And
Who don't like Peruvian chicken? So that's nearby.
And then if you go to a spot with the wife, you know what I mean, like, because they specialize in wine, so fits everything. And then on top of that, you look at that draft list, you're like, oh man, this place is legit.
Nice. I gotta check that out.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Right.
See,
so
I like getting information.
So for I need to, I guess, make a comment. The fact from going from having like a tasting at the bottle share at Barrel and Flow to now, I just want to commend you for just putting the pedal to the metal and just going as hard as y'all have been, and just keep doing your thing. So I really think that is awesome, because it's some people it's a lot of people that say, oh, we're going to do something, but the fact that y'all went out and actually are doing it, it's definitely dope to see. And so we definitely are. I just want to give you a round of applause for doing that.
Yes.
And no, we definitely have to shout you guys out as well. Just, wanting to listen to our story, getting to know us, getting to know our liquid. And I didn't realize it's been 2 years since that bottle share that we decided to launch Lipco. And I think the part that a lot of first time business owners, that initial hurdle that they have to get over is just stepping out on faith and just hold on to that faith to know that things might be okay. You don't know until you get out there, you figure it out, or you don't know what you don't know.
I knew. I knew. Liquid had to prevail. You understand?
And that's the one thing with me. I'm more reserved, and as you can see, Drew is the one like, well, let's go, let's do it. We gotta go.
Right.
So I guess that's the one thing of being married to your business partner as well, which can be have its highs and lows and its ghetto points. However,
ghetto
points. Being married to your business partner can be ghetto sometimes.
Ghetto points.
Sometimes.
But I am appalled. What do I do to you?
Jeez.
Ghetto points.
I'm prepared for ups and downs.
Right, but ghetto points. My wife had never said there's been a ghetto point in her life.
No,
not out loud.
Your marriage is not ghetto. Just
the business part. But why?
It's like I'm asking for $1 on the side of the street. Like, what am I doing?
He might have.
But no, I have truly enjoyed the ride that we've been on. That's what I was trying to get to. Dang.
Ghetto ride.
All right, my turn. So. No, so my thing is coming like leading up to that bottle share, right? So like for those that don't know, I've been in the industry. Me and Jasmine are high school sweethearts, so she's seen the highs and the lows, and I guess the ghetto points, like of the beer industry, right? So like I used to run the on-premise in DC with a prominent, beer distributor. All the incentives and things like that. Jasmine will be my +1 to them. We've won a couple of things. But then, like, also running the on-premise, I was the only Black person on a team, let alone in sales. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I thought I was just a unicorn. I didn't think other Black people was like a beer nerd like me. I didn't think people like, would love to try IPAs and get into hoppier beers, because like I look at what our distributor is pushing to our community, hands down, and my VP of sales or my manager is trying to like entice me to go over there because I look like the consumer. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Like my background is bars. Like, why would you take me out of that when I'm actually plus whatever on my route? Like that's stupid. So to get to all that point, then we fast forward to the bottle share and we bring our liquid and like, not even it. Rewind a little bit to Fresh Fest 2019 we go and I see all these Black folks and all these Black owned breweries and I am like just floored. Like I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What are we doing right now? Like where are we? Like how did you find this?
And then to also go all the way to Pittsburgh to find Black owned brands in our own area is crazy.
And to see what's going on, because like of course I knew about Garrett Oliver, I knew about Celeste, but just to see like, Crowds and Hops, No Show down south, like all these other folks. I'm like, they're out here. And I'm like, we can do this. Cause I'm like, I know what my background is, what I've been doing, what I've been fighting for. We can do this. We can make this happen. So fast forward to where we are now. I always remember that point and I never forget it. When I wake up in the morning and my back is hurting from moving 30 kegs, if I'm sore from, touching 200 cases a day, doing whatever it is that I'm doing, I know at the end of the day, wrapped up into our slogan, this liquid's got to prevail. And I will stop at nothing. It's almost like a slight obsession. Like, I have to do this. This is my calling. Like, I'm not a big divine person or anything like that, but like, I feel like this is my calling. Like, we can do this. We can change the game. We can give back. My mother is a woman that's from Birmingham, Alabama. She grew up, when MLK was assassinated, stuff like that. And I've always had those stories in the back of my mind. It's like, you have a dream, make change, do whatever you got to do, but just make sure it's in a positive light. And I feel like this is it. And I will not rest until I take my last dying breath to make this liquid prevail. And just to show people that look like us that you can do this too. There's a place for us. you're okay with it. And y'all know, like, I'm not a hostile person. Like, I just all about the love, spreading it and everything like that. And I just want to be with like-minded people. And especially when it comes to, non-Black owned breweries, I just want to see where my allies are and where they lay. And every space that we've been in, especially down here in Maryland, Brewers Association of Maryland, got to shout them out. All these other breweries around here, these Prince George's County breweries, these Southern Maryland breweries, they are ready for us. They want us to come, and it just adds fuel to the fire. Like, hey, we got to go.
And then to add on to that, just all the love that we have been shown thus far. We're not putting on any magic tricks, any spells, anything, weird or interesting. We're just being our authentic selves and delivering our story.
Drew's a little weird. So
see, that was me this time.
That's one thing. He's a little weird, so you are putting on something weird. It's your husband.
Yes, and that's my man. I'm gonna stand beside him,
But stand beside my weird ass.
You weird ghetto ass.
Weird ghetto ass. Like, look, I just put my heart out there, and I got called weird and ghetto. Anyways, speaking of shout outs, I'd like to shout out Funky Town and Revolution Brewery for their 2023 Barrel and Flow collaboration. Cold Sweat.
That was good.
This is one of like, we were out there, we had our liquid, but I got to say, this is one of the best liquids that were out there.
Love this.
Shout out to Funky Town. Shout out to Revolution, and super proud of Funky Town and everything that they're doing for the city of Chicago.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Didn't mean to make it weird and ghetto. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. It's fine. It's fine.
What do you think of me, Rob?
I think you're great, Drew.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Lou, what about you?
I cannot believe we're thinking this a thing.
I didn't say you weren't great, though. You are great. It's okay to be weird.
It's a little weird.
It's all right. We're all weird.
Look, I like wrestling. What do you want from me, dude? Like, I like wrestling. This is my thing.
Weird is good. Weird makes you.
Weird can be a superpower for sure. Weird is a person's superpower.
Because I've been called way worse than weird, so hey, just take it. It gets different for me. I'm telling you.
True.
I'm telling you. I know I'm weird, but it gets worse. Shit.
Now I'm curious to know. Do y'all have any collaborations or things like that coming up as well that you could talk about?
Okay, so we will talk about Art of March. So that's like our email conversation. We were trying to do a collaboration. Next year is their 5-year anniversary. We got it sealed last night at the Brewsing Bash, which is super legendary, super epic. They're going to be doing 5 collaborations, and we're going to be one of them.
Nice.
And we're trying to work on a recipe to do a peach bourbon stout.
Oh, okay.
Oh
peach
my
bourbon
God.
So super excited for that. And, and that goes into, like I said, the year that we had, we were been supposed to do a collaboration with Autumn March, because we talked about it last year during the Drops Tuesday. But, the timing just wasn't there. But still appreciate them being down. And then they're saying, like, hey, you guys are awesome brands. We want to try to help, promote you as well, too. So why not? So that's super awesome. Coming up, there's a big project that we're working on to do something for our community, to bring multiple breweries together. Nice. And do a project. It's going to take a lot of moving hands, moving parts. Can't really talk too much about it, but when the time comes, because we're still working to get people signed up for it. But we were given the responsibility from 2 of the 3 breweries that we talked about for this collaboration, and they wanted us to facilitate and take the reins on it. So super excited for that to come down the pike. We do have 2 that we've already done. I can let Jasmine speak on them.
Oh, sorry.
To be fair, she said ghetto points. She didn't say you were ghetto.
So I want to talk about the collaboration we did with Barrel at Barrel and Flow Fest. This was we collabed with Altered Genius and brewing company in Cambridge, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
It's about 30 minutes, kind of northwest of Pittsburgh, so almost to Ohio. We did our show up and show out passion fruit habanero pale ale.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 5% pale ale brewed, of course, with passion fruit on the nose. You do get that prominent taste, the initial taste. And then it's also brewed with another South African hop, Southern Tropic. And it does round out with a little warmth of the habanero pepper, but it's not like you literally just took a whole bite of the pepper. So it's very warm, gives you that fruitiness up front, warmness of the habanero at the back end, and it's a well-rounded, balanced pale ale that we decided to do with Altered Genius.
That sounds good.
It definitely was warm on the back end.
It
It definitely was warm on the back end.
Warm.
How come nobody bought me one of those? How come nobody bought me one of those, right?
I don't think we brought. I don't think
Well,
we brought
Lou is
one.
here to defend.
I think Lou might. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I had
I
one.
think
I had it there, but I
maybe
didn't.
Lou, did you get one? He's not there.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so cool thing about the label, Nadia Zupora, she is the daughter of Malted Melanin.
Mm-hmm.
Very prominent influencer down here by the name of Brian Nance.
Yeah.
We segue over to our next collaboration that we already did. He was there for the release, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get my daughter picked up for Barrel and Flow as an artist. Nobody's hit her up," and I'm like, "Dude, WTF? We're right here. Like, what do you mean you haven't found anybody? We can make it happen and make it a Maryland thing." So we did, and it was awesome. And the biggest thing that we told his daughter is like, you have free reign to create whatever it is that you want to create, and she knocked it out of the park. It was awesome. Then next collaboration.
Wait. So when you say, so what art did she do on the can?
Yeah, on the can.
Oh, pick it back up. Let me see. Okay.
Very, very talented artist. She's finding her way in the artwork game and all that stuff. And it was like, hey, don't be scared of beer. Can art's a big thing for beer. So
right. That's a nice can too.
Into that realm. Next one that we did is our Maryland Maverick that we did with Forward Brewing Company down in Eastport, Annapolis, down in the downtown area. It's called the Maryland Maverick. We wanted to use it to a little bit of glare there.
Yeah.
We wanted to use it to commemorate Governor Westmore.
Okay.
8% hazy double IPA. Governor Westmore is Maryland's first Black governor. We are Prince George's County's first Black-owned brewery. And then with the brewery being literally down the street from where he works at, it's a no-brainer, right? We brewed that with some South African hops as well too.
Yeah, we did African Queen and Southern Subline.
Yep. Very, very fruit forward, tropical fruit, sneaky 8%, really good. That will be a yearly release going forward, as long as Governor Moore is in office. So
Has he had it yet?
just want to celebrate him and go from there.
Yeah, has he had it?
He is not. So, excuse me, not his fault. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it get up, but not his fault. He when we released it, it was a time when that mass shooting went down in Baltimore. So the timing was just off. And we released it, community knew about it, sold out very fast. But the biggest thing was like he does know of it. So the hope is probably October of next year because his birthday is in October. So try to make it extra special and go from there.
Okay, nice. All right. Any more questions?
And then of course there's a Barrel and Flow collaboration coming up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's another one.
Yeah,
so of course.
Yeah. All right. So is there anything else you want to tell the people before we wrap up this afternoon, this morning, this evening?
Just make sure you follow us. Give us a shout out if you see our Liquid in the Wild on Instagram as well as Facebook, Liquid Intrusion Brewing Co. X, formerly known as Twitter. We're just Liquid Intrusion. check out our website, libcobeer.com. That's LIB as in boy, CO, beer.com. We have our Orange story on there, as well as a map locator of all of our accounts if you happen to be in Maryland or DC. And if you would like to subscribe to our newsletter, sign up on our contact page. We'll capture your email, and then once we get those newsletters rolling again, we'll get those shared out to you.
Nice.
All right.
I like how you say out in the wild. If you see our beer out in the wild,
Out in the wild.
Tag it. You know what I mean? Tag it and bag it. Let us know. I guess that's what makes me weird. So, anyways,
shut up, Drew. You sound real sensitive right now. Get over it.
I'm not. I'm just how weird I am.
Well, we want to thank Drew and Jasmine of Liquid Intrusion for coming on the podcast.
Yes, always.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
Appreciate y'all so much.
So he can go lick his wounds.
Let's do it again. I'm just gonna go over there and cuddle with the dog. Oh, so it's all good. But no, appreciate y'all so much. We want to let y'all know that we love y'all. We're so proud of everything that you all have accomplished. 5 years is a long time, and for y'all to stay around, keep doing what y'all doing for the community, doing what y'all doing for the Black craft beer scene, and also hold down Delaware. It's super legendary. So thank you guys.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you for the kind words. All right, yo, how can they find you?
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
And you can find Lou Belgium at Lou Belgium. At Lou.
We're all ears, Lou.
Lou?
We're all ears, Lou. No? Oh, okay.
You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can follow the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and X at Brewsing Banter Podcast, and TikTok. We're there too, so you can go over there. Remember to always rate and review, and get us on high up on them charts. We are one of the top 5% of the podcasts in the world, but we want to be 2%. And you can do that by listening and reviewing. If you want to follow me, Rob G, Rob Say Brewsing, there it is. Bing, 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 bing. Today. Okay.
You sound like you done.
Yeah.
Your bing was it? Bing.
Yeah,
Bing.
It died. It died on me. This has been episode 226. Once again, I want to thank Libico for coming on the podcast. Until next time.
Hey,
Have a good week, everyone.
prevail.
There it is.
I'm a little tired. That wasn't as crazy.
I'm in love.